My beloved son, Sudril. Father, I have a question for you. Do you think that human coming back is going to cause more problems for us? I mean, they've already announced their engagement. They're going to be wed soon-ish, I take it. What are we going to do about it? How do you mean, Father? I mean, what are we going to do to intercept them? Should we? Should we do anything to intercept them at all? I mean, they're happy, and it's not as though their happiness has caused any problems for us. I don't think their happiness is what matters here, though, Savvy. See, the problem is, we're going to lose what little control we have over the woods and our kingdom if we keep letting this happen. And now there's some kind of rumor about Liches. I've explained the Liches to you, Father, plenty of times, I thought. Yes, misunderstood monsters. Sure. I don't believe it, though. If I may, my dear son, have you perhaps considered that maybe Knight Captain Maynard, General Maynard now, through nepotism, let's be honest, is it possible that the Knight Captain himself has been compromised in some way? I propose that we do something about this. If the king does not reject his proposal and reject the wedding with his general and marry you instead, we shall pour all support from the elven kingdom out of this battle and save our men for our countryside. You don't mean it, do you? Of course I mean it, son. Think about it. Politically, it makes the most sense. We need to protect the elves. We are in short supply. We can't keep fighting their battles, can we? These humans, these mortals, for what? The existential threat of the Lich is going to eventually kill all of us if we don't do something about it now. You worry too much, Sudril. Just like your mother. God's rest her soul. How I miss her. But besides the point, we could use this as an opportunity to get you in line to be the new king of... We'll rename the kingdom to Feremrian Minimum. My name. We name it after me. It will be my kingdom eventually. I don't think that's how the line of succession works, Father, but furthermore, I don't think it's a good idea. Of course you don't. You're worried about these little humans and their little problems. Father, I don't think I can go against them. Why not? I am your king. I am your father. I've lived longer than you have. Perhaps you don't agree with my wisdom? Is that it? Not when you've been drinking, no. These straws are smaller than they used to be. Regardless, my drinking has nothing to do with it. I am thinking clearer than I've ever thought clearly before. I promise you. And I'm telling you now. At some point, we should put ourselves first. Don't you think the dwarves will do the same? They've done so in their past, have they not? I've seen it before. Selfish little buggers, these humans. These dwarves. We've always been the selfless ones, always giving of ourselves to them. But they're changing, Father. They're changing as we see. In front of us. If we give up on the mortals now, this will backfire on us. You worry too much, son. You're not worried enough. So what, you're going to go against your father's wishes? If you withdraw troops, I will stay and fight with Maynard. I will stay and fight with the king. And I will swear allegiance to them. My dear boy, you wish for me to exile you from this kingdom? Do you think that those men and women out there fighting and those they-thems fighting alongside you, you think any of them truly are going to miss being on that battlefield, hearing those horrid groans, dying for a kingdom that once thought so little of them? I don't expect them, but I would hope they join me. And when they don't, what happens when they do? You're worried about that, aren't you, Father? You're worried about whether they join us or not. You're worried that we'll truly integrate. You're scared. I can see it in you. You don't know what you're talking about. Give it some thought. I hear Maynard is supposed to be returning soon. So, why don't you go be a good lad? Join this so-called king. Meet with him, and then I will make my offer to have you married to him. And what if I don't wish to be married, Father? I highly doubt that that's the case. I do want what's best for the elves. But what I think is best for the elves has more to do with a unified force, and not the service of a narcissist. Strong words. Very strong words. We'll see. Go. Ponder it as much as you can. Ponder it and think of all the things that will come when we finally regain control of the world the way it was meant to be before these humans showed up. As you wish, Father. I will ponder it. Good. Now, go on. Ah, Chancellor Magnus. How are you doing? I'm doing quite well. How are you, Thrain? Ah, can't complain. Not having been on the battlefield has been nice. Been able to do some more craftsmanship. Although, your fires don't burn quite the same as the ones that we have. Still, they work in a pinch. What do you expect to see happen now that Maynard is returning? I don't know. I'm hoping he's got some good news. I hope so as well. The king has been concerned. Concerned? About what? He worries that people are going to be upset by Maynard's return and what he may be offering. What do you mean? Maynard is going to try for peace amongst us and the Liches. Come to some sort of agreement. But we don't know what kind of agreement yet, right? Not as such. The word that we've gotten is somewhat limited. The king has asked me to tell you specifically. But why me? The king trusts you implicitly. You've given him no reason to distrust you. So that's why you're here. What about Doomclaver and Like Sudrail? While the king does trust Doomcleaver and Sudrail, it is not Sudrail he distrusts. Aye. You're talking about Ferriman. Indeed. I think the king is right. I've never trusted that bastard. Always up to some tricksy shit. But what does the king have to say about it? You can talk to him yourself about it. Fair enough. Is he available? I believe he can make some time, yes. Right. See, why do you suppose they sent Maynard the long way about, rather than having him go through the portal? That, I think, is more a function of them not wanting us to know where their base of operations is. How do you mean? In order to make a connection with the portals, you have to use strong magic. You have to know where it's going. You have to tether it, so it doesn't bring you to some unknown place and drop you into an unknown universe or some such nonsense. But to do that, you'd have to have some intimate knowledge of where you are going. It would not behoove them to send him straight away that way. But considering how long the journey will be, and has been, I assume it is somewhere far off to the west. That makes sense. They're wanting to keep their place hidden. Smart. Of course they would be smart. They are ancient. And who knows, maybe they're trying to play us as well. The king fears this, but luckily, he has an in. You mean with Maynard? Not just with Maynard. Go, speak with the king. He will explain it all. Right. Thank you, Chancellor Magnus. Of course. Magnus, if I may, been wanting to ask you. Yes? Do you think it would be a good idea for me to speak to Sudrail about forming our own alliance? The dwarves and the elves? It might be beneficial. I could see it. Speak with the king on it. I think he can give you some great insight on this. Perfect. Thank you. You've been a great help. Of course. The king is in his study at the moment. He is studying over some maps. I can see it. He's worried about how long the journey is going to take. Indeed. All right. I'll go talk to him. Thank you again. Of course. Aye, there you are, Majesty. Sorry for just bursting through, but I kind of figured. Glad you don't mind. I've been told to pick your brain about a couple of things. Aye. Chancellor Magnus told me about some of it. He mentioned something about you having an inn. Oh, you want me to close the door first? Aye, I can do that. And lock it. What did I just feel? What was that? Ah, magic. Some sort of ward. To keep people from listening and spying. Well, that would be useful. Would you mind finding someone to give me those? I'd love to have a couple of those around. Just in my own study as well. just so I can have some blessed peace and quiet once in a while. But you were saying about the man inside. What do you mean? I Maynard had made mention of a thrall that he was talking to. Javier? The tiefling? Is he still alive in there? Did he fake his own death? Bless me beard. He didn't. He fully died, but he still got consciousness in there. Does Maynard know? You haven't told him. I know it's none of my business, my lord, but why haven't you? By all the gods, why haven't you? Javier was a spy master. So, when he first came to the front lines, you sent him as extra protection for Maynard. No, by all means, it makes total sense. Brilliant plan, actually. Up until his murder. But brilliant nonetheless. So, that means that he's got some sentience about him. But Maynard doesn't quite know that it's actually him in there. Which means that neither does Mazaris or the others, yeah? They don't... From what we talked to Maynard about last, I don't think they fully know how that happened. But I have a feeling you might know, don't you? Aye, you're a sly one, aren't you? How did you make it possible? Was it some sort of blessing or some sort of magic that allowed it to happen? No. What was the incentive then? What's keeping him tethered? Javier has a child. Is the child safe? And the child's mother? Bless me beard. A human and a tiefling? Who would have thought? Not that it's a bad thing, but I can see why you'd need to protect them. Are the boy and the mother here in your kingdom? Hidden, you see. You know, my lord, every day I'm surprised by ye. You're nothing at all like any of your predecessors, even your own father. You do more for your community and your own people. You put them first. I am in awe of you. I have never seen a king like myself, who cares about the well-being of all, not just himself or his own. Which reminds me, I wanted to pick your brain about something else. I know you're worried about King Ferriman, the elf dunce who wants to control everything. He thinks he can pretend that it's not obvious. I mean, he sent his son with the intention, right? And you, being who ye are, you didn't fall for it. Well, I've got an idea that might help us out. I need heirs, and I need someone to help take the place should I die to ensure that our kingdom continues down the same peaceful path, right? Well, what if I married an elf? Someone to share that load with, and someone who would live longer than me to see it through. And who better than Sudriel, who we know is aligned with us. I won't lie to you. I don't know how the other dwarves would take it, but I respect the man. He's proven time and again that not only is he fearless, intelligent, but compassionate as well. I have a fierce pride in my chest thinking about the man. And I think he would do well serving as second king to the dwarves. It would change a lot of things and change a lot of precedents. And it's not unheard of for elves and dwarves to eventually just elope and have their own families together. Though, I don't know if I want any of that. But I respect the man. And truthfully, at the end of the day, if Sudriel wants to be with someone else, it's not going to hurt me. The worst he can say is no, it's not going to suck. I mean, it's more of a matter of convenience. More of a matter of state. Not like it's a romance thing, I wouldn't think. No, I'm not nervous about asking. I'm just wondering if I can convince him it's a good idea. Do you know if Sudriel has anyone of interest in their life? In his life, I mean. None that you know of. Then maybe I'll propose to him. Propose the idea, I mean. Nothing fancy, just, hey, what if we got hitched and saved both of our kingdoms a headache, truly? It's not romantic, but the idea's still there about combining our kingdoms. I mean, most dwarven marriages, there is a tendency to be utilitarian. We don't necessarily think of love in the same way. We have our passions, sure, and we have plenty of children, but it's, again, more of a way of moving things along. I'll let him mull it over then. I don't want to pop it on him, but still. Meanwhile, Godchopper, he's been sending Doomcleaver to come help out at the forge. He's been learning a lot of new things. He and his betrothed. Oh, did you hear? They're planning their wedding now. It's exciting news, isn't it? It feels like we're getting a lot of good news, and that's great. But there's a pessimistic side of me that can't help but ponder and wonder. Is there something else that we're missing? Something that's under the surface, or something that we don't know is happening behind the scenes? Maybe I'm just old and paranoid. Still, best to keep on our toes, eh? Excellent. Well, then we should prepare for when Maynard returns. Yeah. I know we hadn't decided on a wedding date for you two, but at least now you guys can talk about that. The two of you. If I may be so bold, perhaps the sooner the better. Well, we don't know what the future will hold, for one. But for two... Aye, exactly that. You do love each other. You know how hard it is to make a dwarf understand what love looks like? It's not an easy task, and it's none of the flowery poetry stuff that you see. It's something else. The way you look at each other, the way you brighten up, and... it's good. I like it. Don't think it's for me. Bit nancy-pantsy for me. But for you two, it's great. Aye, indeed. Then I'll go tend to the forages for now. See that we're armed and ready, have all of everything that we need. Is there anything else that you need from me, my lord? Then by your leave, I will see to it that we get on track. Of course.
There you are, love. How are you doing, Wonkate?
Looking in. Listen.
I know we've been spending a lot of time at the forge. But I was wondering if you and I could... Yeah. Go get some food together. Take a break. Course. Well, I was wondering if you could help me with something. Aye. Maynard's coming back. It's going to be a big deal. And I was wondering if you and I could work on something together. Something simple, probably. Something quick. It's going to be a long journey. Some reason he's making it by horseback. Ain't doing the whole portal thing. Which is a little suspicious, not on his part, but still. I was wondering if maybe we could make them a gift. The king and him. Right, a wedding gift. Exactly. I figured it'd show, what's the word? Solidarity. That's the word I heard. Solidarity between the Ork tribe and their kingdom. A peace offering as well as a sign of respect. Well, you didn't hear it from me, hon, but word is, the king is planning to do something for us when we finally get, intertwined. Yeah, no idea what it's gonna be. Hopefully it's something... well, I was gonna say nothing to you, me, but something similar to our humours, Aye. It'll be interesting. I don't know if they've ever seen an orc wedding. Speaking of which, I know it's not that important, but I need to talk to one of the orcs about getting some new clothes. I want to do what the humies do and look my best for you. Oh, you don't mean that. Looking my best all the time. You're the one who'd look at you. Oh, big and strong and... Oof. Listen, you come to that wedding without a shirt and they're gonna get more than a wedding, you know what I mean? Yeah, well, they don't know what I know about them thighs, though. Yeah, I know that's for later. Still. An orc can dream, right? Don't think I haven't thought about running away with you in one of the human taverns and having my way with you. Well, I mean, if I could convince you, perhaps we could. I'm just saying. I can make some extra money around the forge. We can make some extra time. It's up to you. I'd love that. I mean, I like that. Sometimes saying words around you is hard. You get me all twisted up in the best ways. You know, You are too amazing, you know that? Now, what say we, go get that food, eh? And then we'll see what happens from there. Sounds great to me, love.
Thrall, what are you doing here? Spying on me? I do not think you are as smooth as you think you are. I detect something in you. I do not trust you, is what I mean. Silent as you may be. Methinks you are not as silent as you'd like to believe. Leave now. For Mazaris Moundshroud has much work to do. These runestones will work perfectly.
This is King Ferryman, and how did you get this number? What are you? Who are you?
Greetings. I am Mazaris Moundshroud, and you are in need of an ally.
And how do you mean?
It has come to my belief that we can come to an agreement.
What sort of agreement?
You wish your kingdom to be safe.
True. That might be so.
I seek to destroy everything.
What are you getting at? This is not exactly a great negotiation tactic.
I am willing to leave you and your pointy-eared brethren alive.
What would be the cost of your alliance, I wonder?
Nothing. Simply stop supporting this king and allow us to do what we must.
And what is it that you must do?
Conquer. Destroy. It's what we were built for. I did not become a lich so that I could become subservient to others, let alone some vampire or mummy.
That seems very pointed, and I don't understand what you're talking about. Very well, though. I'm willing to hear you out on your terms.
Excellent.
Hello, everybody. It is I, Mazaris Moundshroud, and here at last we're finally back to the Wedding Night series. It took a while for me to kind of play with ideas. I knew what direction I wanted to go, and obviously because there's so much time in between Wedding Night episodes, this one is going to be a bit of a longer one. Things are cooking up. If you thought the drama was ending just because we have peace with some of the Liches, you might be incorrect. Not sure when Maynard's going to be back at the kingdom, but there's going to be a lot of moving parts in between. So look forward to hearing all of that in the newest episodes coming up. I will try to get back to releasing Wedding Night once a month. just because I love the universe, I love the war. I love the world, and I love the characters. I will be trying to stay back on a monthly schedule, but I have so many storylines and a new one that I'm contemplating that I'm juggling a lot, so bear with me. Also, I want to address, at the time of recording this is now October 3rd, at the time of recording this, I'm noticing a problem with YouTube. My viewership is going down significantly. Started in the month of September, and it's not my content. As it turns out, what's happening is that on YouTube specifically, if you are watching from a browser or anything that has an ad blocker, your view no longer counts towards me, the creator. That's right, YouTube has once again found a way to screw over the creators on its platform. So not only are your favorite ASM artists finding a severe lack of views, it's going to be affecting all of the creators here. Your Markipliers, your Smosh, anyone you're watching, your Jacksepticeye's, whatever it is you guys are watching, it's going to affect them. So if you're not getting recommended my content and all that, that's playing a part of it. It's screwing with the algorithm just so they can try to make a buck off this place. Which, corporation's gonna corporation, what are you gonna do? But just know that all of my audios, again, I'm recording this October 3rd, it's probably not gonna be edited and fully out until October 21st, maybe, is the goal, just to get myself ahead of time. And then, again, it's going to be like a full month and a half before that's on YouTube. So, that being said, I want to thank you all. If you get on my Patreon, you'll get all of the audios early, and you won't have to worry about, like, ads or anything like that. It's just going to be straight content. Well, obviously gay content as well. Haha! Sorry for the joke. But, that being said, thank you all for your, thank you all for your support, and thank you for coming to the channel, helping me with whatever it is you can. I really am thinking of, like, moving my tip jar, my $3 tier, so that, like, you still get audios early, so that if you want to, like, hear all of the audios that you would hear on YouTube early, and continue to support me on YouTube, or off YouTube, so that, like, I'm still making content, I would be so down to do that. I know that any amount of money is a hard ask for most people, and there's a lot of people who don't like subscriptions, but if I can make things more affordable in this economy for y'all, and, like, I don't want this to be something where I'm like, I need to put out more content for you guys. If I can make it more affordable to all of you while still maintaining what I'm doing without having to worry as much about YouTube, that would be the goal. Anyway, I've been rambling quite enough. I want to thank you all again for your time. Thank you for your support. And as always, I will see you in the next audio. Sweet dreams and pleasant nightmares.